I-50 Chicago.
All rise!
In today's session of Divorce Court, Renee Myers is divorcing Lamont after 4.5 years of marriage because she's not in love with him anymore. Now, in Judge Lynn Toler's courtroom, Lamont is asking the court to award him one of the properties his wife currently owns.
Your Honor, I'm not a bad boy anymore, and I think I've lost that edge.
Were you a bad boy at one point?
Yes, Your Honor, I was a drug dealer.
That qualifies.
And Lamont says that when his drug dealing days ended, Renee turned cold and told him to go sleep with other women.
She told me, she said, you know what? You go out and sleep with whoever you want to. I'm not sleeping with you anymore. I said, give it to me in writing.
Joe, I have got to see this. I am authorizing my husband to have a girlfriend of his choice to take care of his sexual needs that he has as a man until further notice. That is deep.
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toler, where real couples deal with real life. Divorce Court. We now join Lamont and Renee Myers as Judge Lynn hears their case.
Mr. Fondern, you have brought your wife, Renee Myers, here today, and you are requesting that she sign over one of 8 properties that she or you both own, I'm not quite sure which yet, because you want to stay there and live. Mrs. Myers, you say you're not going to do it. Your property, you're going to keep it. Maybe if you sell later, you'll split it up. Before I get there, though, Mrs. Myers, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and how we got to divorce court?
We've been together for 8 years. We've been married for 4. I have been through a lot with my husband. I'm not in love with him anymore. He's got an ex-wife that has continuously from day one been in our relationship, and I'm just fed up. I can't do it anymore.
Just fed up. Okay. Mr. Fondern, what is your basic understanding of what the problem is here?
Your Honor, my understanding is that I'm not a bad boy anymore, and I think I've lost that edge.
Were you a bad boy at one point?
Yes, Your Honor. I was a drug dealer.
Okay.
And
that qualifies.
And you know, she fell in love with a drug dealer. And now that I decided to turn my life around and be something different, she's a fool. I don't understand what she wants.
Let me ask you something, because this is fascinating to me. You turned your life around. Most drug dealers, and you can co-sign on this one, end up in jail or dead. You had enough sense to turn it around. Can you enlighten me? How did you manage that?
Well, absolutely. I went to prison. I did 36 months in prison.
And that was enough?
And that was enough. I realized that, you know what, it's not worth it. And so I decided to come home, be exclusive with my wife, try to work a job. But apparently, since I don't make a whole bunch of money, it's not good enough. Okay.
And were you married when you went to prison, or had you not gotten married yet?
We married about a week before I went to prison.
You had a wife before Ms. Myers, right?
Absolutely.
Tell me about that.
My ex-wife and I had been together for several years. We divorced in 2000, right around the same time I met Renee. And it's been a problem for her because there's kids involved. And
well, how did you meet Ms. Myers while you were still with your wife? What happened there?
Well, I had left home and I had started the divorce proceedings. And I met Ms. Myers. We were working together in a mortgage company. At that time, I was a loan officer and she was an assistant for the company.
Drug dealer and loan officer?
Absolutely.
At the same time?
Absolutely.
Again, let me ask you a question, clearly just for my own edification. If you were a loan officer, why continue to deal drugs?
You know, I was torn between the whole lifestyle. You know, I did what I did, as far as, my daytime job, but at the end of the day, I was still caught up in the lifestyle. I hadn't figured out how to pull out.
I got you. Did you know that he was a drug dealer when you were going out with him?
I did know that, Your Honor.
You seem like an intelligent, both of you, by the way, but you seem like an intelligent, educated, obviously beautiful woman. What possessed you to get involved with a man dealing drugs?
I can answer that for you.
Okay.
It was the excitement. She grew up in a small town. There were no African-American men in that town. I was the first African-American man she ever dated. And so it was like, whoa, you know, this is real. These guys, these are real guys, you know?
Oh, you got seduced by the stereotype. Did you?
He's slick, Your Honor. He's smooth.
He's slick and he's smooth.
Yes, he is.
You slick and you smooth.
Apparently not smooth enough.
What made you not like him anymore?
He didn't have that self-confidence about him that I fell in love with, and he didn't have that swagger. He didn't have it.
So you're telling me that if I went out a couple of blocks this way, that way, I don't know which way I'd have to go, Joe could tell me, found you some knucklehead on the street. He looks good, lives fast, deals with a lot of women, got money, has cars, and he's a drug dealer. You would leave this brother over here who did an amazingly strong thing. I mean, talk about confidence. It's easy to get in the river and go down where everybody else is going. The hard thing is to turn around and swim in the other direction. These drug dealers aren't tough, because it's easy to be trash if that's what you're living with. But what is tough is a man who grows up in that trash and decides to climb out of the garbage can. That's not, now if you're looking for a bad, cool, tough dude, you got one.
I have one, Your Honor.
You got one.
When divorce court continues.
At your son's graduation, your ex-wife took that moment to go over to your current wife and tell her that you had been sleeping with her. Have I got that?
Absolutely.
Ms. Myers, was it the ex-wife or was it the absence of the thug life that caused you to love your husband no more?
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and myspace.com/divorcecourttv.
Northwestern College wants to show you how easy it is to get into college and take classes that will lead to a successful future in just 6 to 24 months. Attend their open house on Thursday, January 29th. Explore programs in healthcare, business, computers, and the legal field. Attend the open house and receive a free backpack, RSVP, and enter to win an iPod or win a $1,000 scholarship at the Northwestern College Open House in Bridgeview, Chicago, or Naperville on Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m.
Your TV is not just a TV when it's powered by AT&T U-verse. It's inspiration. Call now to sign up for AT&T U-verse for under $45 a month, DVR included. Plus get $100 cash back with qualifying AT&T U-verse plans. You can record up to 4 shows at once on a single DVR and even program your DVR from your PC or wireless phone. Now that's hot. AT&T U-verse can help you take it to the next level. Get AT&T U-verse for under $45 a month, DVR included. Plus get $100 cash back with qualifying AT&T U-verse plans. You can record up to 4 shows at once on a single DVR and even program your DVR from your PC or wireless phone. Get AT&T U-verse and become what you always wanted to be. AT&T, your world, delivered.
After high school, I was excited to finally start learning what I wanted to learn. I tried going to college, but in class after class after class, it just felt like more of the same. And I still wasn't learning what I wanted to learn. Then I saw a commercial for Westwood College and decided to give them a call. With Westwood, I started taking the classes I wanted to take right away. My class sizes were small, so I got tons of one-on-one instruction. And since my instructors were actual professionals in their field, they brought years of industry experience into the classroom, which helped me build my portfolio, earn my degree, and walk right into my career.
Start your career with a bachelor's degree from Westwood College. Graduate in just 3 years with the tools you'll need to start a career in design, criminal justice, technology, healthcare, or business, including construction management. Call now for a free career success kit and learn about the careers and salaries that could be yours with a Westwood College degree. Call 1-800-570-1337.
This week on Divorce Court, a wife gives her ailing husband a dose of tough love.
Tell me what's going on.
You can't sit around and feel sorry for yourself all the time.
And then, can Judge Toller help stabilize a marriage in economic crisis?
How much in debt are you?
$75,000.
Is this news to you?
This week on Divorce Court.
Okay, everybody, here it is. Do you think it's okay for a woman to support a man?
Call toll-free 1-800-282-1991 and tell us yes or no and why. Your voice may be heard on an upcoming show. Divorce Court is back with the case of Lamont who is suing his wife for ownership of one of her properties. And Renee testifies that her husband is no longer the slick and smooth man she fell in love with, and she wants a divorce.
Do you still want her?
Your Honor, I love my wife, and I would do anything that I could to keep her, but I've thrown in the cards because I'm not who she wants. I can't force a person.
You can't be that.
I don't want to be that person anymore. You know, the person that I was conniving and would do a whole bunch of other things. You know, the person that I want to be loved by somebody that wants me the way that I am. I wore a mask for many years. You know, this huge drug dealer or whatever it was, I was that person. I'm not that person anymore. You know, this whole, we hear because of, you know, I changed and, you know, this ex-wife thing, it's nonsense. You know, yes, my ex-wife did create some situations in our marriage. I understand that.
Well, can you tell me about a couple of those situations so at least I have some clue what we're dealing with here?
What changed everything with her, we were at a graduation that my ex-wife's son, which I consider my son because I raised him, I married her with 5 kids, with 4 kids, plus mine. Mm-hmm. And so she has this thing about, you know...
She being Mrs. Myers.
Miss Myers, you know what? Those are not your kids. Only one is yours, you know? And so we went to the graduation because at one point in time, she had a very good relationship with the kids. Mm-hmm. But when Vicky, my ex-wife, came after her at the graduation and just kind of expressed to her that, hey, you know what? You know, we've been sleeping together, yada, yada, yada. You know what?
You and your ex-wife have been sleeping together?
Absolutely.
And at your son's graduation, your ex-wife took that moment to go over to your current wife and tell her that you had been sleeping with her. Have I got that?
Absolutely.
I wasn't his wife at the time, Your Honor.
I will get to you, Ms. Myers. I do want to hear that event. But Mr. Fonda, go ahead and continue with your story.
My wife and I wasn't really sleeping with each other a lot at that time. And so kind of the deal that I had with my ex was that, hey, you know what? She say, when I need you to knock on my door and be there, you need to be there. One particular night I couldn't be there. And so when we showed up at the graduation and she was there, that was it. She had enough, and she blew up, and she went after her, and she came after me, and so it was just a whole bunch of mess. And at that point, she said, you know what? I don't want anything to do with her anymore.
Ms. Myers, why don't you give me your understanding of the situation with his ex-wife?
I mean, his ex-wife just never got over the fact that he left her for me. Yes, I did have a good relationship with her kids. After that particular event at the graduation, I just said, you know what, I'm not going to let a grown woman try and fight me and then expect me to come in and take care of her kids and have her kids in my household. So at that point, I just said, I don't want anything else to do with her kids. I don't want anything else to do with her. And that's how I left it.
Was it the ex-wife or was it the absence of the thug life that caused you to love your husband no more?
I mean, it was a combination of things. And I think the final straw for me was his son, his biological son, called me right around Christmas time crying and saying that Vicky had put him out on the street for something that he had done. And I said, well...
How old was he?
He was probably 8 at the time.
8?
Yes. And so I said, well, I can't come get you right now. You can call his sister. And his sister went and got him. And then when he called me from prison, and I mentioned this small fact that, you know, your ex-wife just put your son out of your house, the first thing out of his mouth was, well, what did he do? What did his son do? Not, I can't believe this woman just put my child outside. It's middle of winter, and he's 8 years old. And at that point, I just realized, you know what, he's never gonna let that woman go. That was like the final straw for me. I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I've put up with enough of this.
Because your thought was, anything she does is okay with him. He's gonna take her side over everybody else. Mr. Fonda, can you respond to that? Because I can see her position with respect to that.
Nonsense, Your Honor. I mean, if you know Vicky, she loved kids. She never would have put them out. Maybe my son was emotional at that time and had probably grabbed a couple of things and said, I'm leaving, but really put him out? No.
You just didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it.
When divorce court continues, did Renee sign on the dotted line and give her husband written permission to sleep with other women?
For about 3-4 months, she kept telling me, you know what? I'm not sleeping with you anymore. Go get it wherever you can. You know, I said, give it to me in writing.
You did.
Sensitivity was just a shock that let me know something was wrong. I was at a birthday party, and I love the sugary icing on birthday cake, and I bit into the icing, and I just got a shocking pain. I just assumed it was a cavity. The dentist recommended that I try Sensodyne. I was relieved that it wasn't a cavity. I didn't think that the solution would be as easy as changing my toothpaste. I use the Sensodyne every day. My teeth don't hurt when I eat lots of sugary cake.
Closed captioning provided by
Cold sores? Take real action with Abreva.
Only Abreva has the dual action of instant soothing and fast healing. Other products just soothe. Abreva soothes and then penetrates deep in the skin where cold sores start. To heal them fast. Think Abreva.
Linda's hot for her traffic school teacher.
Were you in an accident because your airbags are inflated?
Still standing.
Tonight at 6:30 on My 50 Chicago.
ChicagoDatingSpot.com. It's the new spot to make a connection. Welcome to Chicago Dating Spot. Simple to use, completely free, and it's now only a click away. Go to ChicagoDatingSpot.com to sign up today.
Here are 3 good reasons why you should get off the couch and call the Cooking and Hospitality Institute of Chicago. 1, they'll send you complimentary information about the world-famous Le Cordon Bleu culinary program. 2, they can help prepare you for an exciting career as a chef, pastry chef, caterer, or more. 3, it can open a door for the kind of future you've always wanted.
Call now for a free career guide. Operators are standing by. Call 1-800-689-4101. That's 1-800-689-4101. Call now.
Don't be a victim twice. If you have a legal claim because of a job injury, car accident, or any personal injury, make your first call to the experienced attorneys at Briskman & Briskman for a free consultation. Talking to the insurance people, signing their papers, or seeing their doctors may damage your claim.
I'm Robert Briskman of Briskman & Briskman. Call us at 1-866-ON-SIDE-1. We'll get you the money you deserve. That's 1-866-ON-SIDE-1. We're on your side.
When injured, there's only one name to know. Briskman, 1-866-ON-SIDE-1.
He'll see you now.
Get to the point, Johnson.
It's Jenkins, sir. Right. You don't think it's possible for me to get a raise?
Johnson just asked me for a raise. Bring me his file. I'm gonna give him one.
When you least expect it.
Right away, sir.
Sometimes you like what you hear. So call now for a free quote on affordable state minimum coverage.
Really?
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. We keep you legal for less.
DTV is coming. For more information, go to dtvanswers.com.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and myspace.com/divorcecourttv. Divorce court returns with the case of Lamont Fondern, who has petitioned the court to allow him to acquire one of the properties Renee owns. And Renee says the final straw was when Lamont didn't stand up for his son, when his ex-wife put the 8-year-old out on the street.
Now, Mr. Fondern, when did it go bad?
I would have to beg my wife to sleep with me, you know. And she was like, you know, no, 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 no. I don't want to. I don't feel like it. No, no, no. You know, don't touch me.
Right.
Go get in the shower.
Right.
I never felt like she even was attracted to me because I would initiate. She would never initiate. And she would be like, do it, get it over with, okay? Just get it over with.
I never knew any women man with that problem, but okay.
I never knew any women that, you know.
Despite the fact that she was being a little stingy with it, you were still faithful to her?
Absolutely, absolutely. Here's when I knew that something was wrong. Me knowing my wife, she's very private.
Mm-hmm.
She's very protective as far as me being with other women.
Right.
When she told me, she said, you know what? you go out and sleep with whoever you want to. I'm not sleeping with you anymore. And I looked at her and I'm like, has this woman lost her mind? This is not the person that I know. This person does not, you know.
She didn't say that to you, did she?
I did.
For about 3-4 months, she kept telling me, you know what? I'm not sleeping with you anymore. Go get it wherever you can. You know, if that's gonna make you happy, I'm not giving it to you no more. You know, and so for me to
tell me he made that up.
No, he's right.
For me to find out that if this was really, you know, how she felt, I said, give it to me in writing.
She didn't.
I did.
I got it right here, somewhere in here.
Joe, I have got to see this. You mean to tell me you gave your husband written permission to go catting around at the present time in my life with decided to have an understanding with my husband when it came to having sex with another woman. This decision is based on the stress from my job and other woman problems I am having today. Oh, I am authorizing my husband, Mark Ford, to have a girlfriend of his choice to take care of his sexual needs that he has as a man until further notice. That is deep. That is very, very deep.
When divorce court continues, Judge Lynn rules in the case of Lamont Van Dern versus Renee Myers. But first, Judge Lynn gives a life lesson to Renee.
Sisters complaining all the time, can't get a good man, can't get a man to do right, can't this, can't other, they ain't nothing, they ain't got a job, yeah. Here you got a brother who has a clue, and you talking about, I like the street life and I like thugs. Making us all look bad. Okay, everybody, here it is. Do you think it's okay for a woman to support a man?
Call toll-free 1-800-282-1991, and your voice may be heard on an upcoming show.
As a kid, if I needed spending money, my parents made me earn it. So by the age of 10, I had my own little business. I hated that lawnmower. After basketball, I went back into business, surrounded by some pretty smart people. You don't have to go it alone either. Jackson Hewitt knows taxes. In fact, 9 out of 10 of their customers get a refund. 9 out of 10? That's a team you want on your side. Jackson Hewitt, a partner and a path.
Did you know your teeth are alive and capable of absorbing ingredients from toothpaste? That's why my family uses Aquafresh Advanced. The unique formula contains active fluoride that penetrates deep into tooth enamel. It helps replace lost calcium and strengthens teeth from the inside out. Advanced offers triple protection for strong teeth, healthy gums, and fresh breath. Plus, it's available with 2 times whitening. Help strengthen your family's teeth from the inside out. Switch to Aquafresh Advanced. This has been Medifax for Aquafresh.
Promotional consideration provided by
Nothing was going right. I wanted to do more. I knew I could do more. Everest was the answer. This is my school. They worked around my schedule. They want you to succeed. It was the best move I ever made. Make the call. It's so simple.
Are you ready to train for a career? Call Everest and get on the road to a rewarding career and a better life.
1-800-868-4350.
Everest, for life.
Hi, welcome to Progressive.com. Come on in and I'll give you a free quote.
Quote and compare in about 8 minutes. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Game day. A day unlike any other. The most glorious day of all. Made even more glorious by the Comcast HD Triple Play. Lightning fast internet and crystal clear 3 HD.
Celebrity Dance-Off starts in 5 minutes.
Stay in the game with the Comcast HD Premier Triple Play. Free HD and DVR, unlimited nationwide calling, and high-speed internet with Power Boost. Sign up or upgrade today and get a $200 gift check.
Can we DVR the celebrity dance thingy?
Oh, okay.
Game day. A day unlike any other. The most glorious day.
Seriously.
Free HD, faster internet, unlimited nationwide calling. The new Comcast HD Premier Triple Play. Sign up or upgrade today and get a $200 gift check. Call Comcast now.
No, I don't think it's a good idea for wives to be older. I have been the older wife, and it did not work out well. They do not have the life experiences that you have. It just didn't work. They didn't appreciate what I had worked so hard for.
Divorce court returns with the case of Renee Myers, who gave her husband a signed contract allowing him to sleep with other women. And Lamont feels he is entitled to receive one of the properties Renee owns.
Tell me about the properties and then tell me which one you want and why you think you should get it.
Well, the reason why I'm asking for this particular unit because I can afford this unit. You know, I told her, I said, hey, listen, you can have all the rest of the other stuff. I don't care. It's yours. You worked hard. You earned it. But don't leave me in a situation where I'm going to be without nothing.
Your Honor, my position is that he can rent the property. He can live in it and still pay rent. It's a business. My name is still going to be on that mortgage. I'm still the one that's going to have to make that payment. Whether he gets it or not, it's still in my name. He can't afford that property, and I'm not going to ruin my credit for him.
Did he assist you in any way in acquiring? I understand you had 4 properties when you got married, correct?
Correct.
Did he assist you in any way in obtaining those other 4 properties that you obtained during the marriage?
I did 100% financing.
You did everything. Did he help you? Did he?
No,
was
my
he
name is
working
on
them?
everything.
Was he doing
helped
anything?
do the work and the upkeep on them. But I've done them for the, you know, the whole time he was gone, I had to do all of this on my own.
Do you think he should get anything out of those properties, given that he put something into it, even if it was labor? Because labor costs money.
When we sell the properties, whatever the proceeds are, we agreed that we could split them. Right now, we're upside down in all of those properties, so I'm the one that's supposed to take the hit on all of that so he can walk away scot-free with one of them? I don't think so.
The problem I have here is this. I got 8 properties. I don't know how much they're worth. I don't know how much debt you have on them. I don't know what condition they're in. I don't know who's got title. I don't know what the mortgage. I don't know if you're upside down. I'm going to have you go to a divorce mediator, and she will help you get started with the forensic accounting about who owes what and is entitled to what. I can't do that here. I mean, you actually need an accountant, okay? Ms. Myers, I will say this to you. Don't be a fool all your life. Sisters complaining all the time, can't get a good man, can't get a man to do right, can't this, can't other, they ain't nothing, they ain't got a job, yeah. Here you got a brother who has a clue, and you talking about, I like the street life and I like thugs. Making us all look bad. Mr. Fondern, I'm gonna say, thank you. Thank you on behalf of society, on behalf of sisters, on behalf of brothers, on behalf of everybody. You have done that which I spent years on the bench, pushing and shoving and pulling to get 1 or 2 guys to do. You did it on your own. You did it on your well. Congratulations, Godspeed. There's a sister out there for you somewhere, but I am not in a position to do anything for you now. This case is dismissed. It is so ordered. Good luck to you, sir.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
I work just as hard as you do. And for you to tell me that you don't love me no more because of whatever reason it is, it's nonsense.
Well, that I may be, but, you know, it's time for me to move on and, you know, find that thug man that I like.
If that's what you want, then go ahead.
Fair.
We don't live in a perfect world, but you could help make it better. Train in criminal justice and you could have lots of opportunities. You could work as a parole officer, youth advocate, correctional treatment specialist, and more. Times like these call for people like you. So don't wait any longer. Find out how you can get started in criminal justice.
For a brochure, call 800-550-3026. That's 800-550-3026.
The teams, the screams, the dreams. It's March Madness on your home for the IHSA State Championships.